Now, if you haven't seen, the Pokemon world has gone crazy with the release of these new Eevee Heroes cards. They are absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, and they look amazing. They are probably some of the best looking Pokemon cards, and when we get them in English, it's probably going to be one of the most opened, purchased, hodled, and bought sets of all time. But for now, they're in Japanese. The product is coming out this week in Japan, and there's been incredible demand for this product. People have gone absolutely insane trying to pre-order this product. They've had to shut things down on the Pokemon website. They've had to put things into lotteries. They've had to do all these other things that they haven't really done in the past for a new Pokemon release. Just a regular booster box release. And I think if you're scared of missing out, just chill. Just wait. They're going to make more. They're going to print a lot more. It's a regular booster box. They're just going to keep printing it and printing it and printing it for a while. As we've seen with stuff like the Shiny High Class V Pack, whatever it's called, it's Hidden Fates 2.0 that I personally don't like very much. They just kept printing it and printing it and printing it and printing it. So what I do want to say to everyone is, don't go crazy. Don't go absolutely insane throwing money at this set, because it's going to be around for a while. Now, these Eevee cards, all these different Eevee cards, they are really hard to pull. They are not the easiest cards in the world to open and to pull and to get out, and that's completely fine, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But just because these cards are going to be in high demand doesn't necessarily mean they'll be expensive, because there is going to be an absolute ton of product opened by Japanese sellers looking for singles, and there's going to be a lot of people opening the boxes here in the West where they can get the cards out and sell them. A lot of people want to grade cards, and I really think that there'll be a high supply of all these cards. And especially, and when we get in English, a lot of these cards, the English side of it will satisfy demand. People will be like, oh, I have the English cards, why am I going to pay for the expensive Japanese versions? So this is all the secrets, full arts, and hyper rares which were released so far, and there's a couple of cool ones. I can't click on any because my internet's being really slow and messing with Pokebeach. That's just the unfortunate problem with living in Australia. The internet is really, really bad. But jumping on, I just want to illustrate the point I'm trying to make. Look at all these cards from Silver Lance and Jet Black Ghost or Jet Black Poltergeist, whichever one you want to prefer. A lot of these Japanese full arts and all that, this is about a month old, this set, but they don't really drop. Ignore the Celebi, that's a promo. But these have kind of stayed where they are. There's no rush. I don't think there's going to be crazy price drops or price hikes for this set, because like I said earlier, it's just a regular set. Going into Matchless Fighter right now, it's been mostly the same. These cards have gone down a little bit because there is a lot of people opening this product. And I think that when more people open the product, when there's more cards that people want in the set, it's a more popular set, more product gets opened, and when everything's special, in something like Matchless Fighter, it really is the Blaziken VMAX and the, Galarian Moltres right there. They were the two chase cards. They were the two cards people really, really wanted and people kept going for. But they have dropped a little bit. There are so many cards in Eevee Heroes people will want, and I think that can either do two things, actually. We're not going to use in absolutes. Two things can happen. One, a ton of product gets open, the prices drop. The other thing that could happen, the prices spike and go up, maybe at least until they come out in English, which could be in the Evolving Skies set, which I think it is. I think they will be in there, because you don't put Evolving in the Eevee colors above the Skies in the Rayquaza colors in the thing without, really trying to hint this is what the product is about. So I think it's going to be either in Evolving Skies or in November. So I wouldn't be too fussed and too worried about going crazy and picking up these cards right now. And that would be the same for graded copies. When in the current climate we're in, anything that's popular, people are grading a ton of it. They're grading with PSA, BGS, CGC, and even some other companies which, I wouldn't be grading with them. I'd just be sticking to PSA, BGS, and CGC as well. I think CGC is really coming up. I like their stuff. I like them as a company. I like what they do. I grade with them. I grade with all the companies, because I understand that in different collectible markets and in different mind frames and in different other things, and there's like tons of little minutiae and other factors in collectibles that will factor in with different gradings, that you should use all three grading companies. With Pokemon, you can throw cards in the slabs and people will buy them and you can make money, and that's not sustainable or it's going to last. But there are certain cards which I'm quite happy to send off to CGC, get the ball rolling. It's a bit quicker, it's a bit cheaper. We can grade certain cards with CGC. Maybe if we think something's really, really mint and we want to go for a CGC 10, which might end up holding a premium over PSA 10 in the future, we don't know. There are certain cards that send with that. If I want a card to get a higher grade, I don't think BGS are so harsh on surface, and that they might I might be better off grading a certain card with a damaged surface with BGS because they have a different grading scale. With PSA, I can send almost anything that's a modern card off and get a PSA 10 copy. And for some card games, I don't really want to go grading with other companies because I feel that the PSA 10 label lends legitimacy to certain prices and premiums on certain cards. So I might be, okay, cool, Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon, they go to either BGS or PSA, mainly PSA because it's what people are most familiar with and comfortable with buying. But people are just grading everything, people are buying everything, but the prices of the single cards just have to be a bit sensible. You have to look and have to think, there's a lot of these cards being open. They're going to be available for a while. Why not just chill a bit and keep them and see how they go? Don't always jump on things first up. You do have, situations where it's something like Marnie, and maybe Card Rush isn't the best thing to use as a price, but it's got everything. It's everything new. They usually have stock of everything. But you can see with the Charizards, they've gone down a bit. For most cards in these sets, they tend to go down. With Eevee Heroes, not every card can go up and be amazing and be super, super expensive. Some of those cards are going to be a bit cheaper. Some of those cards are going to go up. Some of those cards are going to go down. But what I can guarantee you is that they are set cards. They will have an English release and that they will be out there in the wild available for people to buy. There will be more Eevee Heroes coming. It's not going to get cut off and they're not going to print more. Everyone just needs to relax, not go crazy, don't overspend, just pace yourselves, enjoy the hobby, enjoy collecting, pace yourselves and see how you go. That's the main point I really, really want to get across with this video. Don't go absolutely ballistic buying cards and spending a lot of money when you don't have to, when there isn't a rush, when this stuff isn't super limited. And I really want to make a video on having people understand the value of their cards and why things go up so quickly and why things go down so quickly, why things may just have a small decline and a steady decline. But right now, that's where we're at for Eevee Heroes. It's a great set. Enjoy it if the cost isn't prohibitive, and don't go too crazy with it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.